Then I got oh, it's just no, I'm what? I'm not there. Oh, no. What? I gotta get big okay. Hey. That's not quick. It works for the That's for you. Next year. I'm gonna tell Chris this be funny. I have to like say, you say I didn't think. I would look at that. Oh.
Are we good? All right, it's 125 on the bar for Patty Hammerstein. Valerie on deck, Sophie in the hole. Aisha, you are 4 out. Kevin, we're good? Kevin? Bar is left for Patty with 125 on the bar. That's going to be a good lift. Raise the weight, 205 for Valerie. 205 for Valerie. Sophie on deck, Aisha in the hole. Emily is 4 out, and Shelby is 5 out. We're going to go as fast as these loaders can go, okay? I'm going to barrel right through this. I can do 3 flights in like an hour. If you don't think I can, I can. I'll simmer down, Dave. If you give me a cookie. Bar is loaded for Valerie shoulders. That's a good lift for Valerie. Raise the weight, 215, 215 for 9-year-old Sophie Bell. Aisha on deck, Emily in the hole, Shelby 4 out, Courtney's 5. Hey, Terry. Terry. You can do it. Thank you. I love you. Bar is loaded for Sophie Bell. 9 years old, pulling 215 pounds. That's her opener. That means when she has the flu, she could probably do that like 10 times, which is really impressive. Thank you, lady in the front, because nobody else is clapping for 9-year-old Sophie Bell. Oh, she wants it. Let's get it. You got this. You got it. You got this. Come on, girl. You got this. That lift is good. The raise the weight, 225 for Aisha Greer, Emily on deck, Shelby in the hole, and Courtney is 4 out.
Good job, Sophie. Come on, you got this. You got this.
All right, then for the Aisha Greer. So first meet coming 225.
Oh, get it up. Good job.
Yes, ma'am. That's a good lift. Raise it up. 2-3. Hold on. Okay, 230. Sorry. 230. And the next weight is exactly the same. Bar is loaded for Emily Caps.
Come on now. Come on, you got this one too.
Sophie, I need your second, please.
Pick it up. Let's get it up. Sophie. No. No. Sophie,
That lift is good. Weight's the same, boys. Weight's the same. Bar is loaded for Shelby Atkins. And the next one's the exact same, okay? Bar is loaded for Shelby Atkins.
Good job. So, come on, you got this. You got this. Shelby.
Good job. That's a good lift for Shelby. The weight's exactly the same, boys. Lock it and loaded. Courtney, your bar is loaded, ma'am. Courtney Davenport, your bar is loaded. Samantha on deck. Rhonda in the hole. Jessie 4 out. Ashley's 5 out.
Shelby, good job. Good job. Come on, you got this. You got this. Good job.
That's a good lift for Courtney. Raise it up. 255. 255 for Samantha Wolf. Rhonda on deck. Jessie in the hole. Ashley's 4 out. And Sherry You are 5 out. We got a thumbs up from Kevin. The bar is voted for Samantha Wolf.
Go, Samantha!
Come on.
Three, who's on this side? Taylor? Okay, 3 white lights for Samantha Wolf. All right, raise it up. 280. 280 for Rhonda. Jesse on deck. Ashley in the hole. Sherry 4 out. Isaiah is 5. And then Kelly will be 6. And we're rolling into second. So, flight B, we are 6 lifters away from starting a second attempt. If you are in flight B, you should be warming up. R is loaded for Wanda. This is a state-limited attempt. This guy gets it. You know what? I like you. You're an awesome sound on. Make some noise for Wanda.
Yep. Yeah.
It's smooth. The good lift. Raise it up 285 for Jesse Zimmerman. 285. Ashley on deck. Sherry in the hole. Isaiah is 4 out and Kelly is 5 out. And then we'll be rolling into second attempts. Kevin, you're light. Bar is loaded for Jesse Zimmerman.
Go, Jess!
Come on, you got this, Jess. Come on. There you go.
Cleanly focus good. Raise it up 290. 290 for Ashley Johnson. Sherry on deck. Isaiah Kelly is 4 out. And then Patty will be 5 out and starting our second attempts. We are 4 lifts away from starting second attempts. Bar is loaded for Ashley Johnson. Kevin. Ashley, take your headphones off. Jesse, that is good for Ashley. Raise it up 295 for Sherry Mobley. 295 pounds on the bar for Sherry Mobley. Isaiah on deck. Kelly in the hole. And Patty is going to start our second attempt. This is not right. Yes. Bar is loaded for Sherry Mobley. 295. 295 pounds on the bar for Sherry Mobley.
Go, Sherry!
Come on, Sherry. Come on.
Come on, Brady Hawk, let's go!
Right. Come on, you got this. You got this, Sherry. Up. You got it.
Good job. Sherry is good. Raise the weight 305, 345 for Isaiah Larkin. Patty on deck. Valerie in the hole. Sophie is 4 out. We are 1 lift away from starting the second attempt. Flight B, I hope you're ready. Because we're going to go right into you. We're not going to take a break. Bar is loaded for Isaiah Weston. That's a good lift for Isaiah. We are starting second attempts over here on red side. The weight is 150, 150 for Patty, Valerie on deck, Sophie in the hole to Aisha. You are 4 out. And this is a national record attempt for Patty Handelstein.
It's different, Brian.
Brandon Bell, we need their assignments at work. Brandon Bell, we need their assignments at
Bar is loaded for Patty Hammerstein.
I didn't see that before.
Come on, you got this. Come on, pull. Pull. You got it.
Picked up his good for Patty. That is a new national record for her. Sis, get your stuff checked. Patty, go get your stuff checked. There you go. So, you come on. The next is for Valerie Shoulders. Sophie on deck to Aisha in the hole, and Emily, you are 4 out.
Like B lifters with a great special. B lifters with a great platform. We are moving on to our second test.
Bar is loaded for Valerie Shoulders, 51 years old. Can y'all make some noise over here on the inside?
Pull. Get it up. Yeah, that is. Good job.
That's a good lift for Valerie. Raise it up 2, 3, 5 for Sophie Bell at 9 years old, pulling 235 pounds. Thank you, Kevin. Aisha on deck. Emily in the hole. Shelby is 4 out, and Courtney is 5 out.
Good time, girl. Sophie? Yeah. Come on, girl. You got out.
Go, Sophie! Hey, let's go!
You got this, Sophie.
Or is one for Sophie Bell?
Come on, you got this.
Come on, Sophie. Jen, put your light. Sophie, don't walk away. Hey. Okay, go get your stuff checked by Kevin, okay? Dad, come here. Jim, fix your light. Thank you. That looked just good. The weight is exactly the same. The bar is loaded for the Aisha Greer. Emily on deck. Shelby in the hole. Courtney is 4 out, and Samantha is 5.
Come on, you got this.
Come on!
You got it.
Victor, as a reminder, if you're going for a record, I need to know ahead of time. That is in the rules. And then you have to get gear checked, or it will not count, okay?
Yeah.
That's a good lift for the Aisha Greer. Raise that 2 quarters, 230 pounds on the bar for Emily Caps. Shelby on deck. Courtney in the hole. Samantha is 4 out. Rhonda, you're 5. Bar is loaded for Emily Caps. Good night. Y'all are getting fast. Come on, Emily.
You got there you go.
There's 3 more lights for Emily. That's a good lift. Raise it up. Kevin, this one and the next. All right, the weight is 245 for Shelby Atkins. The bar is loaded for Shelby Atkins.
There you go.
Courtney on deck. That is a good lift. The weight is exactly the same for Courtney. Courtney, your bar is loaded. Samantha on deck. Rhonda in the hole. Jesse is 4 out. Ashley's 5 out.
And the middle one here for us. 8.
Bar is loaded for Courtney Davenport.
Go, Courtney.
Come on. Come on. There you go.
That is 3 white lights for Courtney. Raise it up 2-7-5 for Samantha Wolf. Rhonda on deck. Jesse in the hole. Ashley 4 out. Sherry 5 out. Isaiah 6.
All right, 5 pounds on the deck.
Oh, you got this.
Go, Sam.
Bar is loaded for Samantha Wolf. Hey guys. You're fine. That is 3 white lights for Samantha. The lift is good. Raise it up 300. 300 for Rhonda.
Go,
Love is 310. Jesse on deck. Ashley in the hole. Sherry 4 out. Isaiah is 5. And then we will be going in the third attempts. Hey, Biggins.
Go.
Strong hand.
Come on, Rhonda.
Bar is loaded for Rhonda.
Got this.
Here we go. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good for Rhonda. This is a new state record. Rhonda, get your gear check. Raise it up 305. Kevin, this one and the next is the exact same. Taylor, your light. This is for Jesse. Ashley's on deck. Sherry in the hole. And Isaiah is 4 out. Bar is voted for Jesse Zimmerman.
Let's go, Jess.
Come on, got this. Pull.
Yep.
There you go.
Good job. Let's go.
Vote for Jesse. The weight is exactly the same, boys. Lock it and load it. Ashley, your bar is loaded. Sherry on deck. Isaiah's in the hole. Patty is going to start our third attempt. You are 4 out.
Wow.
Go.
Good try. Raise it up. 320. 320 on the bar for Sherry Mobley. Isaiah on deck. Patty in the hole. Valerie is 4 out. Can we turn?
College. Go back to the rest of you know the each other so that the one number 1 doesn't on that drill for everything with the RHC.
Bar. Bar is loaded for Sherry Mobley.
Jeremy.
That's where you Sherry Dunk is good. Raise it up 365 for Isaiah Weston. He's an infantryman.
Yeah, but let's.
Kevin. Bar is loaded for Isaiah Weston. He's in the infantry. Can you all make some noise for Isaiah?
Isaiah.
No, pull it. Pull.
Got him.
3 white lights for Isaiah. That's a good lift. We are starting our third attempts in flight A. The weight is 175 for Patty Hammerstein. 175 is another national record for her. Valerie on deck, Sophie in the hole. Denisha is 4 out. Bar is loaded for Patty Hammerstein. This is another national record. Red side, can you make some noise for 65-yard carry?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one. Patty, get your gear checked. The next is for Valerie Shoulders. Sophie on deck to Aisha in the hole. Emily is 4 out and Shelby's 5. Bar is loaded for Valerie Shoulders.
Get out.
It's for Valerie.
Good job.
And that was 225 on the bar for her.
Oh, so this is the triangle.
Weight 240, 240 pounds for 9-year-old Sophie Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please get on your feet for a moment? She can equal 30 times her age. And that's impressive. For the third time today, another national record. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Sophie Bell! All right, girl, let's go!
Second. That's for you. Come on, Sophie.
Go, Sophie.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! No! Sophie, let's go, girl!
You got this.
That's another national record under her belt. Congratulations, you're a power lifter, baby! Raise it up, 245 for Daisha Greer. 245 for Daisha Greer. Emily on deck, Shelby in the hole, Courtney is 4 out. And Samantha Wolf, you're 5 out. Bar is loaded for Daisha Greer. It's her first speed. Can y'all make some noise for her? Come on. She's here for y'all. Let's hear it.
You got it.
Oh, that lift is good. Congratulations, you're a power lifter, sis. There you go. The weight, raise it up, 245 for Emily Caps. Shelby on deck, Courtney in the hole. Samantha is 4 out. Ashley's 5. Bar is left for Emily Caps. And Eminem is playing.
Go.
This is a state record for her. But she did her own
You got this.
previously set state record. So SBF.
No,
Can you give her a big round of applause? Here 255. She was 255 for Shelby Atkins. Courtney on deck. Samantha in the hole. Ashley is 4 out and Jesse's 5 out. is loaded for Shelby Atkins, going 255 pounds.
Okay, so one more.
You got this.
That is 3 white lights from Shelby. That's a good lift. Rage it up. 260 for Courtney Davenport. Samantha on deck. Ashley in the hole. Jesse's 4 out. Rhonda's 5 out. We are last 7 lifts in flight A, and then we're going straight into flight B. Unless Kevin tells me to slow down, but I really don't want to. He's saying no. Flight B, I hope you're ready. I know. It's a house fire today. 260 for Courtney. That's what you said. I thought you said 240. You know, when you're deaf, sometimes reading mouths is just real hard. You're laughing, but I actually am deaf. Bars loaded for Courtney Davenport.
You got this.
All right, Courtney, come on.
Go, Courtney.
You got this.
Oh, yeah. And you were worried about it. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, that lift is good. Raise it up. 300 for Samantha Wolf. 300 for Samantha Wolf. Ashley on deck. Jesse in the hole. Rhonda is 4 out. Sherry's 5 out. Isaiah, you're 6. And then we're rolling into flight B. Last 6 in flight B. No, girl. Even hard with your solidarity. I'm all sweaty. Maybe go to church or something. I don't know. Hard meeting for Samantha Wolf.
Go, Samantha. Go, Sam.
Let's go.
Wow.
Samantha, you got it.
Raise it up. 305 for Ashley Johnson. Jesse on deck. Rhonda in the hole. Sherry 4 out. Isaiah 5 out. Barbara, we're 6 out. Bar is loaded for Ashley Johnson.
Come on, Jeremy. Let's go, Jeremy. Good job, Jeremy.
Come on, Ashley.
Oh, cool. It's strong.
That's
Good try. Good try. Raise it up. 315 for Jesse Zimmerman. Rhonda on deck. Sherry in the hole. Isaiah 4 out. Barbara, you're 5 out.
Well,
Bar is loaded for Jesse Zimmerman. 315 on the bar. Three yards for Jesse. That looked as good. Raise it up 320 on the bar for Rhonda. Sherry on deck. Isaiah in the hole. Barbara is 4 out. Randover 5 out. We are 3 away from starting second flight. Bar is loaded for Rhonda.
There we go.
Come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 white lights to run another state record.
Clicks remaining.
Raise it up 330 for Sherry Mobley. Isaiah on deck. Barbara in the hole. Randall is 4 out. Rika Spear, you are 5 out. I am 2 lifters away from starting flight B. R is loaded for Sherry Mobley.
great.
last lift in front A. 370 for Isaiah Weston. He's in the infantry. Barbara on deck, Rainbow on the hole, Lucas 4 out, Jay Bryan, your 5.
We don't know how he's gonna dance.
No, you didn't.
Bar is loaded. Good side spot, Caleb. Bar is loaded for Isaiah Weston.
Go, Isaiah!
Pull it, Isaiah.
Come on, pull. Pull. There you go. Yeah.
Judges say that's good. All right, we are starting flight B. The weight is 95 pounds for Barbara Rainey. Randall on deck. Lucas in the hole. Jay Bryan is 4 out. Ben, you're 5. Percy, you're 6.
Sarah Miller. At 62 years old, he is at 600. 36 pounds. 36 on the bar. Here comes the 33rd final. Check. I'm today.
Taylor, you're like, Jim, is it loaded?
There you go.
Already loaded for Barbara Rainey.
We got everything. You know, on
That is 3 whitelights for her. That looks good. Raise it up 240 for Randall McLaren the third. Raise it up to 240 for Randall. Lucas on deck. Jay Bryan in the hole. Ben is 4 out. And Mercy, you're 5 out.
Maybe, right? Maybe let's take this.
Bar is loaded for Randall. This is a state and national record for him.
Come on.
Let's go, Randall.
Got this. Come on.
Go, Randall.
Come on. Pull. There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's strong.
Hold on. Sorry.
Thank you. Sam.
Playing bad music and Dawn's having a fit. Okay, I'm not trying. I'm having a fit too because I'm not trying to do that. I told you. That's bad news too. I don't know what to play. Mark's loaded for Lucas. I'm having a fit, y'all. I'm sorry. I know there's children. I'm trying to correct children. Pray for me. My God. I immediately turned and looked at Dawn and went, I am so sorry. Dude, I'm shaking. Dawn's gonna get me like she's my mama. If y'all can see, I'm legitimately like this. You gave me the mama look. Good night. Hopefully this is not bad music. What?
Go, Lucas.
That is a good lift for Lucas. All right, raise it up 300 for Jay Bryan. 300 pounds for Jay Bryan. Ben on deck. Percy in the hole. Amber is 4 out. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We forget it's all good.
Bar is loaded for Jay Bryan Rainwater. 300 on the bar.
Come on, you got it.
Let me say that's good. Raise it up 325. 325 for Ben Griffin. Percy on deck. Amber in the hole. Dorinda is 4 out. Mallory's 5 out. Bar is loaded for Ben Griffin. 325 on the bar. That lift is good for Ben. Raise it up 330. 330 for Percy Tom. I think that's us. Amber on deck. Dorinda in the hole. Mallory is 4 out. Amanda's 5 out. Bar is loaded for Percy.
Let's go, girl.
Yeah.
That is 3 white lights for Percy.
So wait
We've
on
got
the
350 for Amber. This is a state and national record attempt for her. Dorinda on deck, Mallory in the hole, Amanda 4 out, Chris 5 out, and Robin is 6 out. And then we'll be rolling into second attempts. So I am 6 lifts away from starting second attempts, Flight C. So if you're not warming up, you should be. Bar is loaded for Amber.
Yeah. Yeah.
That lift is good, and the new state and national record belongs to Amber. Raise it up 365 for Dorinda. 365 on the bar for Dorinda. Now we on deck. Amanda in the hole. Chris 4 out, and Robin you're 5.
go, Dorinda.
Bar is loaded for Dorinda Caswell,
Go,
going
Dorinda.
365 pounds.
Go, Turbo.
I want her shoulders when I grow up.
Come on, girl. Pull. Lay down. Good job.
Oh, yeah. That is a solid lift. That lift was good. Raise it up 375 from Mallory Manning. That's a state and national record attempt for her as well. Amanda on deck, Chris in the hole, Robin 4 out, Barbara you're 5. We are 4 lifts away from starting second attempts. Bar is loaded for Mallory Manning.
There you go. Good job.
That lift is good for Mallory. That is a state and national record for her. Raise it up 380 for Amanda McClure. Chris on deck, Robin in the hole, and Barbara is 4 out. Bar is loaded for Amanda McClure.
Go, girl.
Come on, you got this.
Yeah.
The white lights, I am not surprised. That lift was good. Raise it up, 385, 385 for Chris Brown. Robin on deck, Barbara in the hole, Randall 4 out, Lucas you're 5 out. I am 2 lifts away from starting second attempts in Flight B. So once again, Flight C, you need to be warming up because we're going to just go right into you. Bar is loaded for Chris Brown, 31, pulling 385. That's a good lift for him. Raise it up, 425, 425 on the bar for Robin Milton. Barbara on deck, Randall in the hole. Lucas is 4 out. Amanda McClure, you're about to time out on your second attempt. I need that, please. Bar is loaded for Robin Milton.
Come on, you got this.
Amanda McClure, you have 10 seconds.
Good job.
That is 3 white lights for Robin Milton. That lift is good. We are starting second attempts. The weight is 110 for Barbara Rainey, 110 on the bar. Randall on deck, Lucas in the hole. Jay Bryan, you're 4 out. You're 5 out. Light C, we are starting our second attempts on Flight B. Thank you. I'm tired. I just sound like I smoke cigarettes and yell at children, but bar is loaded for the second time today for 71-year-old Barbara Rainey. Can you all make some noise for her? She is a classy lady.
Hey, look her. Look her.
I need you to move, sis. That lift is good. Raise it up, 260, 260 for Randall. Lucas on deck, Jay Bryan in the hole. Ben is 4 out. Hersey, you're 5 out. Oh, Richie. The sisters back. Bar is loaded for Randall McClure in the 30s. 14. This is another state and national record if he gets it. So, red side, you know what that means. It's time to make some noise for Randall. He's 14, y'all.
No, you got this. I got my left. You got this. Go. Are these your character? Yeah.
3 white lights. That's another state and national record for him. That lift is good. Raise it up. 280, 280 for Lucas Beard. Jake Ryan on deck. Ben in the hole. Percy's 4 out. Amber's. Bar is loaded for Lucas Beard. Pulling 280 pounds. Bar is loaded for Lucas Beard.
Go.
We are timing you.
There you go, baby. There you go.
That's a solid for Lucas. Raise it up 325, 325 for Jay Bryan Rainwater. Ben Griffin on deck, Christy in the hole, Amber 4 out. Dolinda, you're 5 out. Hey, Mercy's sister. Ball is loaded for Jay Bryan Rainwater.
Yeah.
That lift is good. Raise it up 335, 335 for Ben Griffin. Percy on deck, Amber in the hole. Dorinda is 4 out. Valerie's 5 out. Bar is loaded for Ben Griffin.
Let's go, Ben. Come on.
Fine, you're fine. Cool. There you go. Stop.
Taylor. That lift is good for Ben. Raise it up 355, 355 on the bar for Horsey. Amber on deck. Dorinda in the hole. Mallory is 4 out and Amanda's 5 out. Bar is loaded for Horsey.
Go, Hersey. Hersey. Come on, bro. Yeah.
That lift was good, Mom. Raise it up for me. 385. Good job, Ava. Y'all give Ava a round of applause. That's Hershey's baby. 385 on the bar. State and national record attempt for Amber. Dorinda on deck. Mallory in the hole. Amanda is 4 out. Chris, you are 5 out. Bars loaded for Amber.
Come on.
That is 3 white lights and another state and national record for Amber. Raise it up 390, 390 for Dorinda Caswell.
Let's go, Dorinda.
Mallory on deck. Amanda in the hole. Chris is 4 out. Bar is loaded for Dorinda.
Yeah.
That lift is good. Raise it up 400. Jim, this one and the next is the exact same weight. 400 for Mallory Manning. Amanda on deck. Chris Brown in the hole. Robin is 4 out. And Barbara's 5 out. Bar is loaded for Mallory Manning. It's another national record attempt. There you go.
I got it.
I'm trying to get those on.
It's hard. I tried to do that last year and continue. It's hard. Yes, it is. So I would say. Yeah.
And another state and national record for her today. The weight is exactly the same. Weight is exactly the same for Amanda McClure. Taylor, your lights. Taylor, your lights. Turn the red out. There you go. Amanda, your bar is loaded, ma'am. Chris on deck. Robin in the hole. Barbara 4. Randall 5. There we go. That look is good. Raise it up. 4:05. Amanda, I need your third.
Amanda!
Amanda.
Amanda!
Amanda, I need your third. Okay. Amanda McClure, I need your third. Raise it up. 4:05 to Chris Brown. Robin on deck. Barbara in the hole. Randall is 4 out. Bar is loaded for Chris Brown. Sir, thank you. 3 red lights. That lift is good. Raise it up. 4:50 for Robin. 4:50 for Robin. Barbara on deck. Randall in the hole. Nicholas Spirit is 4 out. And Jay Bryant is 5. Bar is loaded for Robin Milton with 450 on the bar. Y'all make some noise for this lady. Come on, Arkansas. You can do better than that. We are starting third attempt on Flight B. Flight C, I hope you're ready. Lower the weight. 125, 125 for Barbara Rainey. Randall on deck. Lucas in the hole. Jay Bryan is 4 out. Ben Griffin, you're 5 out. Bar is loaded for Barbara Rainey for the 3rd time today. 3rd and final. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for 71-year-old Barbara Rainey. She's the Martha Stewart of powerlifting. She's classy and she chills that way. Oh yeah, she's a filler. Let's go, y'all. Make some noise. That lift is good. Raise it up. 270. 270 for Randall McLaren. Lucas on deck. Joe Bryan in the hole. Ben's 4 out. Percy, you're 5 out. This is for 14-year-old Randall McLaren III. He is pulling 270 pounds. If he gets it, it will be his 7th state and national record of the day. And it's his first meet.
Come on!
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Randall McLaren.
Actually, I'm over asking is that doing.
Good try, bud. Good try. Y'all give him a round of applause. Congratulations, you're a powerlifter, son. Raise it up. 300 for Lucas Beard. 300 pounds on the bar for Lucas Beard. Jay Bryan on deck. Ben in the hole. Hersey, you're 4 out. And Amber, you're 5 out. I won't do it to you again, Chris. But I had to get her on the mic at least once. You want some? That's mommy, and come here. Bar is loaded for Lucas Beard. Come on, Lucas. That looks just good. Raise it up for me. 3-4-0 for Jay Brian Rainwater. Ben on deck. Percy in the hole. Amber 4 out. Dorinda, you're 5. Mallory, you're 6. Last 9 and Flight B, and then we're rolling into Flight C. So Flight C, I hope you're ready. Because I am. I am so done to be talking. I'm annoyed. Bar is loaded for Jay Brian Rainwater for the ninth time today. I about said 6. Oh wait, no, the 12th time today. He did a lot more extra lifts. That's a lot. Y'all make some noise for him. Good try. Y'all give him a round of applause. He lifted 12 times today. He did full power and strict curl. All right, raise it up. 3, 4, 5, 345. Junior White for Ben Griffin. Percy on deck. Amber in the hole. Belinda 4 out. Mallory, you're 5. Bar is loaded for Ben Griffin. That lift is good for Ben. That lift is good. Raise it up 380. 380 on the bar for Mercy Tom. Amber on deck. Jorinda in the hole. Mallory is. Good try. Good try. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Raise it up. Jim, this one and next is the exact same weight. 400 pounds on the bar for Amber. 400 on the bar for Amber Kinder. Dorinda on deck. Mallory in the hole. Amanda is 4 out. Chris is 5 out. Robin 6. Lucas is 7. Bar is loaded for another state and national record attempt for Amber. Y'all make some noise!
Speaking.
Ah! We're not got another state and national record win. Congratulations. That lift is good. The weight is exactly the same for Dorinda Caswell.
Go, Tarp.
All is loaded for Dorinda. Mallory on deck. Amanda in the hole. Chris 4 out. Robin 5 out. Lucas 6 out. And Amber we're 7 out. Come on, Dorinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the next two are exactly the same. 4-1-5 on the bar. This is the state and national record. Attempt for Mallory Manning. Amanda on deck. Chris in the hole. Robin 4 out. Lucas 5 out. And Amber, you're 6 out. Arizona with another Mallory Manning for another state and national record attempt. Y'all can do better than that. Y'all can do better than that. Come on, Mallory.
You got
It's good. Mallory, get checked. There you go, sis. All right, the weight is exactly the same for Amanda McClure, 415 pounds on the bar for the last time. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, can you make some noise for Amanda McClure?
Let's go, Amanda!
Chris on deck, Robin in the hole, Lucas 4 out, Amber 5 out.
Yep.
Give her a round of applause. She's having a heck of a day. Raise it up. 4-0. 440 on the bar for Chris Brown. Bar is voted for the final time today for Mr. Chris Brown. Bar is voted for Chris Brown.
Come on, Dad! Show him what's about! What's about?
Yeah! Which is good. Chris deadlift is good.
Good job.
You gotta take him over 1 minute, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, 470, 470 for Robin Milton. Lucas on deck, Amber in the hole. Nicholas, 4 out. Jesse, you're 5 out. Ladies and gentlemen, Amber Brown, y'all give her a round of applause. Bar is loaded for Miss Robin Milton for the final time today. Make some noise! 470 out there. That's impressive. I know you're tired. Make some noise for Robin Milton. Come on, Arkansas. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Come on. Don't be weak. Don't be cheap with it either. Come on, Robin. Come on.
You got it!
Congratulations, girl. That's a heck of a lift. All right. We are taking 2/4. Rose Lane, 365, 365 for Lucas Beard. Amber on deck, Nicholas in the hole, Jesse 4 out, and Brad Clark for 5. Oh, it's voted for Lucas Beard. This is a national record attempt for him. Bar is loaded for Lucas Beard. All right, Lucas. Remember who you fight for, boy. Let's go. It's a national record attempt. Remember why you're doing it. Let's go. Come on, Lucas. All right. Well, give him a round of applause. He had a heck of a game. All right, raise the weight. 415 on the bar for Amber. This is another state and national record for her. Nicholas on deck. Jesse in the hole. Brad 4 out. Adam, you're 5 out. Bar is loaded for Amber Kimball. 415 on the bar. This is another state and national record that's up for her. Come on, Amber. And this is good. All right, we are rolling into flight C. The weight is 325 on the bar for Nicholas Schaefer. Jesse on deck. Brad in the hole. Adam is 4 out, and Jeremy, you're 5. Okay, we're going to take a 5-minute break for just a minute.
Let's combine the strength. Let's get higher. Everybody, consequence.
This time, I need all judges, voters, and spotters to the platform. The red platform, please. $320 from the bar for Nicholas Schaefer. Jesse on deck. Brad in the hole. Adam is 4 out. And Jeremy, you're 5 out. Chip. Bar is loaded for Nicholas Schaefer. Taylor and there you go. That is 3 for Nicholas Jacobs, which is good. Race up 345 to Jesse Burks. Brad on deck. Adam in the hole. Jeremy, you are 4 out. Fernando, you're 5. Bar is loaded for Jesse Burks. Respectfully, I need you to move for me, buddy. Thank you. That is 3 white lights for Jesse Burks. That look is good. Raise it up 375 for Brad Clark. 375 for Brad Clark. Adam on deck. Jeremy in the hole. Fernando 4 out and Logan, you're 5 out. Bar is loaded for Brad Clark.
Go! You got it! You got it!
That is a 12 lit for Brad. Raise it up 390 for Adam Gresham. Jeremy on deck. Fernando in the hole. Logan is 4 out. Charles, you're 5.
Done for the day. That's a
Bar is loaded for Adam Gresham. That is 3 white lights for Adam. That look is good. Raise it up 405. 405 for Jeremy Johnson. This is a state record attempt for him. Fernando on deck. Logan in the hole. Charles is 4 out. And Darren is 5 out.
Okay, let's go.
Bar is loaded for Jeremy Johnson with the state record, and he just nailed it. What's your gear check, Jeremy? There you go. The weight is exactly the same for the next 2 gyms, so it's 405 on the bar. Fernando, your bar is loaded. Logan on deck. Charles in the hole. Darren is 4 out. Anthony is 5 out.
yeah.
Kevin, 3 white lights. That lift is good. The weight is exactly the same. Logan, your bar is loaded. Charles on deck, Darren in the hole. Anthony 4 out. Dominic 5. Bar is loaded for Logan Farley, 20 years old, pulling 405 pounds.
Yeah.
And making it look easy. That lift is good. The weight's exactly the same for this one and the next gym. 430 on the bar for 18-year-old Charles Schaefer. Seepers. Oh, God. Darren on deck. Anthony in the hole. Dominic is 4 out. And Nicholas, you are 5 out. Bar is loaded for Charles. 3 white lights. That lift is good. The weight is exactly the same for Darren. Darren, your bar is loaded. We are 3 lifts away from starting second attempt on the final flight. 7 lights. That lift is good for Darren. Raise it up, 450, 450 for Anthony Brandon. Dominic on deck, Nicholas in the hole. Jesse is 4 out, Brad is 5. Bar is loaded for Anthony Brandon.
Yeah.
That lift is good. Raise it up, 485, 485 for Dominic Rex. Nicholas on deck, Jesse in the hole. Brad, 4 out, and Adam 5. We are 1 away from starting second attempts. Bar is loaded for Dominic Rex, 485 on the bar. I need you to move, sis. 3 white lights, that lift is good. We are starting second attempt on flight C. Roll away, 3, 4, 5 for Nicholas. 345 for Nicholas Schaefer. Jesse on deck, Brad in the hole. Usually 4 out, and Cornito.
You want this spot, ma'am?
Bar is for Schaefer.
Trying to go both ways.
19 years old, pulling 45 pounds. That lift is good. Raise it up, 375, and the ball for Jesse Burks. Brad on deck, Adam in the hole. Fernando is 4 out. Jeremy Johnson, you're 5.
Down into a couple. You might have to make the box thicker. Oh, you good? You make the background black so that we can see the white line better. Is that possible? Like the paper part black.
Bar is loaded for Jesse Burks, 375 at 55 years old. Red side, can you make some noise for Jesse? Oh, you got tired. Yeah, I know. That is 3 white lights for Jesse Burks.
Oh man, I hope I got that.
Got 39 here on the bar. This is another state record attempt for Brad Clark. Adam on deck, Fernando in the hole. Jeremy is Logan is 5. Bar is loaded for Brad Clark. This is a state record attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please make some noise for Mr. Brad Clark?
Get it
Crystal, what's up? Y'all make some noise. Amber, yeah, say it, Amber.
Come on! You got this. Let's go.
Come on, Brad.
Come on. Yeah.
Who's that? Jared. Right there. Congratulations. Raise it up. 435 on the bar for Adam Gresham. Fernando on deck. Jeremy in the hole. Logan is 4 out. And Charles, you are 5. Your bar is loaded to the Adam Gresham room.
Oh, oh, oh.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Judges say that lift is good, Adam. That lift is good. Raise it up. 445 for Fernando. Jeremy on deck. Logan in the hole. Charles is 4 out. And Darren, you're 5. Bar is loaded for Fernando. 17 years old. 17, pulling 445 pounds.
Hey!
Stop.
That is 3 legs for you, son. You're 17. You're lying. You're 28. You're a liar. Raise the weight. 450. Bar is loaded for 18-year-old Jeremy Johnson. What do they feed y'all here? Good golly. Pulling 450. This is another state record attempt for him.
Let's go!
Good try, good try. The weight is exactly the same, Jim. Exactly the same for Logan Farley. Bar is loaded for Logan Farley. Charles on deck. Darren in the hole. Anthony 4 out. Dominic, you're 5 out. We are 5 away from starting third attempts. And then you don't have to hear me yell after that. Come on, Logan. Come on, Logan. I need y'all to move. I need you to move, please. Jim, give me your light. 3 white lights for Logan Farley. Raise it up. Jim, this one and the next are exact same. 455 on the bar for Charles. Aaron on deck. Anthony in the hole. Dominic is 4 out. Nicholas Schaefer, you are 5 out. Jim, this and next are exact same. Bar is loaded for Charles. 18 years old. Weighing 455 pounds. I know, Amber. It's exciting.
And your son?
Oh, I said my son's 17 and he's back out soon.
Like
man.
my body roll. Look at that. That is 3 white lights for that 18-year-old.
He should have done it.
It's exactly the same. I didn't say that multiple times. I like this. Oh. All right, buddy, the Karen Swisher.
Yeah, definitely.
Anthony on deck. Dominic in the hole. Nicholas 4
There's a
out.
thing called Iron Maiden
Chase, you are
in November.
5
You
out.
been to it yet? Never. What?
This is a state record attempt
Brad?
for the
Look at
nicest
him.
guy here, man. He is so sweet.
Iron Maiden.
Make some noise for Mr. Darren Swisher. Darren, you just got yourself a state record. Congratulations. Darren, get your gear check.
Not saying you
Raise it
that
up.
one.
501.
It's just a good one. I'll go going. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. I don't know what day in November.
500 pounds on the bar for Anthony Brandon.
Hey,
Dominic on deck. Nicholas in the hole. Jesse is 4 out. And Brad, you are 5 out. Charles, you're about to time out. Never mind. Bar is loaded for Anthony Brandon. 500 pounds on the bar.
I personally like the one, but I think it'd be a good one, especially for your start.
That's what Justin does it.
Yes, Paul. One zero for Dominic Rex. Nicholas on deck. Jesse in the hole. Brad and Jeremy Johnson, you are dropping out. We are one away from starting third chips, man. Bar is loaded for Dominic Rex.
Train for it, and then you can compete. It.
Jim, good drive. Good job.
So yeah,
We are starting third attempt. Rolling away. 365. Yes, ma'am, we are. 365 for Nicholas. Jesse on deck. Brad in the hole. Jeremy is 4 out and Adams 5.
y'all have them on Facebook. Invictus? Yeah. No, not yet, but yeah, definitely look up Invictus on Facebook and yeah, they'll post them.
Bar is loaded for Nicholas Schaefer. Third time today. Can you all make some noise for this 19-year-old pulling 365? Hey, Dominic, I need your third one.
I don't know if that's the one. Look at one Invictus. Here.
Good try. Y'all give him a round of applause. Raise it up. This one and next is the exact same, Jim. 405 on the bar for Jesse Burks. 405 for Mr. Jesse Burks.
Good winner. You got 30 seconds. You're ready to take it. Quick go. So my ball man gets the next centers.
Bars loaded.
Bar is loaded for Jesse Burks. 55 years old, pulling 405 pounds. Can y'all make some noise? Nothing to say.
Summers.
Good job, Justin. But it is exactly the same. Exactly the same for Brad Park. This is a state record attempt. 405 on the bar. Brad, your bar is loaded for the 9th time today. Can y'all make some noise for Mr. Brad Clark?
Let's get it! Oh!
You got this.
On, you got it! Have fun and huh?
I was on a 4-0. Jeremy Johnson. What's up, brother?
Yeah, you're not gonna
He said he's in the team. He told us his friend man.
probably want
Adam on deck. Fernando in the hole. Logan is 4 out and Charles are driving.
Watch out.
For 18-year-old Jeremy Johnson, going for another state record attempt at 450 pounds. Yo, Usher Hernandez, let's go. Come on. Come on. Jeremy, don't walk away. Jeremy, don't walk away.
Hey!
Jeremy, you gotta get gear check, buddy. Raise the weight, 460, 460 from Adam Gresham. Fernando on deck, Logan in the hole, Charles 4 out. Darren, you are 5. Dominic, you're 6. Anthony, you're 7. Last 7 of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Gresham at 460 on the bar. Say that over. Raise it up, 475, 475 for Fernando. Logan on deck, Charlie from the hole, Darren 4 out. Dominic, you're 5. Anthony, you're 6. Hey, Jim. After this, the next 3 are exact same weight. Corey voted for the final time for 17-year-old Fernando with 475 on the board. Arkansas, now we get low. He said it's his first meeting. I think you're lying. I think you need to check that boy's driver's license. All right, 500 is on the bar for 20-year-old Logan Farley. Charles on deck, Darren in the hole, Dominic 4 out, Anthony is 5 out. Bar is there for 20-year-old Logan Farley with 500 on the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the lucky God. Come on, Logan. Come on, Logan. Oh, wait, stays the same, boys. Charles, your bar is loaded. 18 years old. That's outside. Stand up. Let's go to second day. Somebody. Good try, good try. I need y'all to stand up on that side. Let me stand all the day. You can give it to him. Stand up. Please, respectfully. Respectfully. All right, 500 on the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Swisher, this is a straight record attempt for Darren. Right. Two. Dang it. Good try, good job. Stay standing, last 2 of the day for us. Last 2 of the game. 510 on the bar, 510 on the bar for 25-year-old Dominic Rex. And then Anthony Brandon will close us out. And you won't have to hear me again till next year. Jim, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Rex. Come on, Dominic.
Good! Good! Oh!
Good try.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, good more round of applause. Yay, Jim.
All right, everybody. Ready, first step.
Last lift of the day, 525 on the bar for Anthony Brandon.
What's up, Brandon?
I know you're tired of it. 525. Fasting. I know. I'm loud. Give our judges, letters, and spotters a huge round of applause. Make it awesome.
This is fucking so loud. Dude, that's all enough.
Hey, Emily, it's right here.
Look.